Alright, now let's talk about Ebony Maw. So, Ebony Maw is my world boss of the day. And he's someone who I feel is like fairly easy to clear with a lot of teams. I would definitely go over other world boss ultimates later, but if you want to take on Ebony Maw world boss ultimate, right now I'm getting up to level 60 world boss ultimate with him. I'm going to take this down to 50 just to make it easier and as I talk through it. But essentially, the best clear team I have would consist of the following. Nick Fury's leadership, White Fox, and Luna Snow. Now, you can obviously use other combinations, but essentially what you really need here is you need elemental damage. Now, your big clearers are going to be Nick Fury, White Fox, Luna. That's a great, great team. I think Scarlet Witch with a dual support is also a phenomenal team for clearing this, even at 50. Another great clear for this would, of course, be Satana, Ghost Panther, and Phoenix. Phoenix being your main clear. Then another really great team would be Ancient One, and following Ancient One with Psylocke, and then some form of support. Doesn't matter who you use, but some form of a support. You can also swap out Psylocke for Emma Frost with her uniform is better. And then one of the last teams that I find to be super effective against Ebony Maw would be Thor. Now, Thor, his best support is actually up here, so I'll grab her first. There's Thor, and then Lincoln Campbell for the leadership. This team, so far, with not having Thor fully built out, I tend to be able to clear on 40 a lot easier than I can on 50, but that new uniform does make a very, very big difference in utilizing Thor. And actually, we're going to go ahead and try it on 50 today, just to give an example. Alright, so we want... There we go. So the entire point of Lincoln Campbell is that 60% extra lightning damage. Obviously, other great leaders would, of course, be She-Hulk for another 60% as well. Alright. So I'm going to hit the 4 first, go right into a 5, because it's augmented by that 4 from his new uniform. And then I'm going to try to keep 3 and 5 up because it gives that damage immunity. 2 and 1 I kind of use as fillers. I'm not hitting the proc every time, unfortunately. You notice that I'll do the 4 before I do his 6. And always pick up these healings. I tend to run out of time on this level. I did upgrade his uniform yesterday after running World Boss Ultimate, so I'm really hoping Thor is now capable of doing this on stage 50. Definitely got dangerously close quite a few times, so we'll see what we can do here. Now, as far as recommending endgame uniform for Thor, honestly, if you have Infinity War, you probably don't need it. It is an improvement, and I personally did it. I have Ragnarok, Infinity War, and Endgame now for Thor uniforms. And I would definitely say Infinity War is much, much better than Ragnarok, and Endgame is a little bit better. So if you don't have Infinity War, yeah, get Endgame, no question. If you do have Infinity War, it's personal choice. His biggest change right now has to do with his 4, where he's spinning both of his hammers, and it gives him some damage augmentation on his next skill. He does do some shock damage and stuff, which might be really good in PvP. I've not tried him out yet in PvP, but I have a feeling that that's going to be really effective. Ooh, I got stunned there. That's not But World Boss Ultimate, I'm not seeing a huge improvement. It is a subtle improvement, though, and, you know, any little bit more that you can get is good. Again, my Thor is not maxed out. He's not highly ranked. He doesn't have really high Urus or a fully maxed out ISO set, but he is reasonably built. He does not have a CTP. He's rocking a 200% proc on a Lightning Obelisk with Guard Break immunity. Alright, now we are down to the final 9. You'll notice here that I'm picking up the healing a lot. You definitely want to have a healer when you take Thor against World Boss Ultimate. His survivability does feel like it's lacking. It always has, even with the Infinity War uniform. Looks like those uniform improvements are not quite enough to augment enough damage output for Thor to do this, but I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope we finally have Thor beating Ebony Maw at stage 50 World Boss Ultimate. He's definitely holding his own, but like I said, typically I run out of time. Ooh, a nice proc there on the 6 with a 4 starting it out. That's not bad. And there's an air proc there on his 5. That's nice. Again, don't follow my rotation necessarily. It's just one I've always used. I don't think it maximizes his damage output. I'm not always proccing at the right time with Thor. But, I mean, oh no, that's not good. That might kill me. That might kill me. Ooh, we do not want that to kill me. No, thank you. Thor, get your damage immunity back. Thank you. Alright. We're down to the final minute. 3 bars. Come on. 40 seconds. Come on, Thor. Oh, he's pushing it close. "19 seconds. Come on. Don't let me down now, man. Come on. 14 seconds. Oh. Yeah, like I said, I don't think the augmented damage is enough to push him over the edge. He definitely has him down to 1 bar, but it looks like the victory is Ebony Maw's. But yeah, on us, World Boss Ultimate 40 and below, Thor can definitely clear that. That's a shame, but it does happen. Righto, let us continue, shall we? I will do this with, like I said, the best clear team that I've seen. This will be a nice, easy clear, and then we're going to actually work on augmenting characters and building them up. And you know what? I think next we're going to go ahead and use Rescue's leadership with Thor and a support character, because A, we need to work on Rescue, and B, I'm kind of curious if Rescue's leadership is going to help with Thor's survivability or not. Now this rotation I do have down pretty well. I don't always proc on an intended skill, but I can usually get my proc off on the 6 like this. And I like to do it towards the beginning. But essentially I'm hitting a 5, letting it finish. I hit 4 and I interrupt it right after she stops circling, so she doesn't do the heal. Oh, get out of there so you can survive. Thank you. We'll talk about that rotation again in just a moment. We'll go ahead and start it over. Okay, so 5. Let it finish. 4. Ooh. Interrupt here to a 3. And then I do a 2 and a 1. I wait for the timer in the top corner for the proc to disappear before I hit it. And then usually it'll proc during that 6. You do want to let enough time for the blizzard to show up at the end. But as you can see, Luna Snow is just laying waste to Ebony Maw. No contest. The only other person that comes close against Ebony Maw would be, of course, Scarlet Witch. There we go. That's going to be a nice proc again. There it is. I already did the 5, so I'm going to go right back into the rotation as if, you know, I picked it up from where I left off. Ooh, wow, double 5. And again, I'm interrupting her 4, not letting her heal, but I could. Here, you always want to run. Always, always run. If you stay there for some reason, he always uses his purple boulder rolling BS. Ooh, that's not good. There we go. We're fine. We're fine. I'm fine. You're fine. Now, he's not fine, but I'm fine. That boulder roll that he does here in this last phase will insta-kill Luna Snow at this level, which is rough. Interestingly enough, if you use Emma on World Boss Ultimate 30, though, Emma will survive it with her diamond power. Yeah, he's a goner here. This is all she wrote, and then there to proc. There's the proc, and there's the elimination. Roughly 3 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, Luna Snow is definitely the easiest clearer I've ever done on Ebony Maw, and I definitely have to say it's here with Nick Fury's leadership, White Fox, and Luna herself. Alright, as mentioned, we need to drop this for sure, so we're going to drop this down to 30. Now, even though Thor can do it on 40 with his normal team, we are going to try a special team. We're going to try Rescue's leadership. Activation rate when hit points is below 30 creates a shield that is 20% of max hit points for 10 seconds. So it's going to shield him, maybe make him survive a little bit longer. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, honestly. And actually, we'll use that. I want more strikers to deal more damage. But I still think it's worth experimenting. Alright, again, this is endgame Thor uniform against Ebony Maw. As you can see, a huge damage difference just by dropping the level. That's why I really want to finish fleshing out Thor, maybe get a CTP on him. I really do think that his damage will be through the roof. Probably should have done this on 40. Like I said, he can clear it on 40 with Lincoln Campbell, no problem. Probably can do it without Lincoln Campbell looking at this and kind of judging what's going on here, because it looks like he's just absolutely mopping the floor. But he has 2 characters with him. Now, one of them does support him nicely. The other one, Rescue, I'm not sure if she's doing much for him. And it looks like I'm not going to take enough damage to really find out. But Valkyrie does augment him really well. He has a team bonus for specifically using Valkyrie as a support. And that really does alone seem to be making a difference, even though Rescue, like I said, is kind of along for the ride. Nice. Well, that was pitifully easy. Nice potential realization there. No CCF yet today. Alright. As I'd mentioned, we can do 40 here. Scarlet Witch. Double support's great, but I really probably need her to carry some folks. Let's see who else needs assistance. Let's see, I thought like Wong and Crossbones and stuff. Yeah, so we got a few characters that need to realize their full potential. going to utilize the same team here. Scarlet Witch is a great leadership skill for herself. And then, like I said, throwing double support just works. You can also do a leader instead, someone like Star-Lord that does 60%. Doctor Strange works as a great leader for Scarlet Witch as well. But I'm just going to use her own leadership. As you can see here, even on stage 40. Pretty sure she... Actually, I think I have done this on 50 with her before. Ooh, I missed that proc. She is not rocking a CTP either. She does have a fully awakened ISO set, though. Which does make... There we go. Proc on just the right time. Interestingly enough, mind control in this game is considered to be elemental. That is why Scarlet Witch, Emma Frost, and Psylocke are able to take on Ebony Maw. You can proc on your 5 instead. You can also proc on your 3. I like to cancel 5 into my 4. 5 will augment mind damage. 4 is a ton of mind damage and mind control. So you kind of want to keep your mind control skill up. But yep, nice little clear there, realizing potential for both of them. Alright. What's next on the agenda? Probably keep it at 40. Most of my good clear folks have been used, so I will drop this down to 30 just to make sure we can get past it. I am going to carry 2 more dead weights with me, so I will use Psylocke. Her leadership's not going to help much. Your leadership, increase all attack, that'll work. Oh no, you're even better. So we'll utilize her leadership with Psylocke, so the 2 of them. And then I will carry Crossbones through the last run, because again, I'm trying to realize potential. But Ancient One's leadership, she actually not only does the 45% increase attack for blast characters, which Psylocke is, but she has this passive enhancement, if I can find it. Let's see. There you go. Increase damage to all element damage by 25%. So basically, that mind damage that is done, there's a little 25% boost on top of the 45% energy attack. So again, the leadership, I actually want to make sure that she's in here. You're a better stunner than Sue. So her leadership is actually going to help both Emma and Psylocke and Scarlet Witch if we were to use her with Scarlet Witch. But again, I feel like Scarlet Witch makes her own leadership fine. So I typically start with a 5, let that proc, and then I will do a 3, and then I do a 4 for a few seconds, and then interrupt with a 5 so I can proc again, right there. The 5 is a mind control skill. Psylocke will be deleted very easily, so the higher you get on levels, the harder this becomes, obviously. You have to be very careful, stay on your toes. There is another rotation you can utilize for her. This is my preferred rotation for Psylocke. You can slip in, I believe it's a 1, which is recommended. You can also proc on her 4 instead, but proccing on her 5 is her best. I like her being in the middle of iframes. And it just seems like it does more damage on a whole. So 3, and she's proccing here on her... Well, nope, she procced on the 3. That was not good at all. Might want to reset the proc at that point. Go, proc it on the 5, just like, oh wow, got interrupted. That will kill me, that can kill me. Oh no, oh no. Stuff like that, if you get caught out, it's over quickly. On a stage 40 or 50 with Psylocke, she would have been deleted. That's Psylocke's big problem, or the big problem I have with her, is she's lacking in survivability. There we go. I did proc on that 4, so just let it finish. Right. Hey, finally got some CCF. That's awesome. Now for my last clear. I have options. As mentioned, my options are, I could use She-Hulk, which I probably will. This team right here is a fantastic team, just absolutely phenomenal. Another really good team that I found out from someone is Human Torch with Ghost Panther's leadership, and then Thing for his passive boost to Fantastic Four members. This works as a decent team. My Human Torch isn't well built, so it's not going to be effective. But, you know, that's something else you can try to do and consider as well. Human Torch can definitely clear it. Iron Hammer can also clear it because of his lightning damage. And, not sure if I've experimented with anyone else. Wouldn't be surprised if her mind damage for a weapon hex would work as well. Sue might be able to. I haven't tried her either. There's definitely a lot of potential plausible options, but so far these are the main teams that I have been personally utilizing. Again, we are only adding Crossbones because I want to finish realizing his potential. That's everyone's potential that I needed to realize, which is good because this is my last run on World Boss Ultimate for the day. I'll go ahead and utilize this team of strikers. Hey, Falcon America, good to see you. I am doing pretty good, sir. Right now doing just a little Ebony Maw example, and of course reviewing Rescue and Thor again. This is day 2 of having Thor Endgame uniform and Rescue. I do have Rescue at tier 2. Alright. So final clear for the day for Ebony Maw. I'm going to basically go 5, cancel into 4. 4 is the proc skill, so we're going to proc on that. Right there. And then I'm going to go 2, 1, 3. And then 4, cancel into... I'm sorry, 5, cancel into 4. Just kind of rinse and repeat. She is... I'm not procking right on her. Let me give her a little bit more time on the 5 to reset that proc time. And still not procking right. Ooh, usually I proc pretty good with her. It's usually a pretty brainless combo. This will reset it. Typically right here, right away, 5, interrupt, 4. That should be the proc right there. Of course, the abilities getting interrupted do affect your ability to proc. Go figure. And her proc's all screwed up again. Nice. Give her a little bit more time on her 5. There's the proc right there. That's what we want. And I'm going to go into the 5 again. 4, there's the proc. Or not. Haha. Of course, the one day I'm giving an example of her ability to clear, I can't proc to save my life. But yeah, you can hit the proc almost every time with this rotation that I'm demonstrating here. Ooh, get her diamond skin on there so she does not die. Her diamond skin will help her to survive a lot of stuff. Ooh, she's might die here. Huh. There we go. There's that proc. Let's see if we can't keep the rotation going. Sorry for the birds screaming in the background. There's that proc that I want. She is going to die. She's got like no freaking hit points left. I guess she really does need a support with her. Again, oh no, the uniform is not maxed out. It's not mythic. That uniform does make a big difference, and you do need the uniform if you're going to try to clear with her. I have tried to clear without her uniform, and it's just, it's no good. No good at all. And you will see that that diamond power does go a long way. Man, he is all over the place today. Just interrupting my stuff left and right. Come on, bring me back to rotation. Not gonna happen. Alright, get that diamond skin up. That's at least a proc. Oh no! Let's see if we can't do this. This is probably not gonna go well, since he's pretty resistant. But with our strikers, we might be able to take him out with our strikers. This is not recommended. Typically would be better with a reset. And there's the team fight there, which should eliminate him. I hope, I hope, I hope. No, you don't. No, you don't, because Crossbones can definitely not do it. Ha 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 ha! Walked right into it. He fell right into my trap. Here, have a taxi. Take a trip out of here, because you're gone. Ooh. There we go. Thank you, She-Hulk. Okay. Not exactly as planned, but again, bringing a character just to realize potential. It does happen.